of the Rastelli's 9-ounce Black Angus beef ribeye steaks have already been picked up since midnight. That was exactly 12 hours ago. So you do the math. Now this is because this is the first ever ribeye steak that we've had from Rastelli's, a brand that's been around since 1975. So that's 45 years in the business. They are top of the line, they are premium, and this happens to be the owner, Ray Rastelli's, very, very favorite cut of meat, and he doesn't say that lightly with 45 years in the business. You may know Rastelli's because perhaps you've gone and had a beautiful dining experience at a restaurant where you paid, I'm going to throw it out there, $45 for a steak if you were so lucky to do so. Well, that could have come from Rastelli's. This is their meat shop, as a matter of fact. This is where you're going to see all of those beautiful fresh cuts of meat. This one aged to perfection, aged for 28 days. These pieces of meat are in about 10,000 restaurants, including the only 7-star restaurant in the entire world, which happens to be in Dubai, and that meat is supplied by Rastelli. So what are you bringing home today? Well, you're bringing home a set of 10. They are 9 ounces each, a Black Angus 28 aged beef. Now, let me bring you down here. Here is your set of 10 with 3 different ship dates. We have it available for you April 13th, but we only have 350 remaining on April 13th. No advanced order, no wait list. The next ship date option would be April 27th. We have about 3,000 remaining there, and that's going quickly as well, and I'm not surprised. And then we have May 18th. A few more to go around there. Now, we do have an auto delivery option. Why would you want to sign up for auto delivery? Well, let's start with the fact that who's really wanting to go into the grocery store right now? Let's also go into our value. Our value and our easy pay are one of the reasons why you want to get this home every 90 days for a total of 2 years. If you were to go to Rastelli's.com, you would pay $179 for this. Your today's special value price for the 9-ounce, you're taking home 10 of these Black Angus beef ribeye steaks, is under $130. That is almost a $50 savings. I'll take it a step further for you. That breaks it down to about $12.99 per steak. We've brought it home to you on our best easy pay plan of $21.66. We've included free shipping and handling as well, which I know I always appreciate. When you're looking at this and you say 9 ounces, that's a lot of steak, Elise. I don't know. Maybe I live alone. I don't know if I can eat that much. Let me bring you down here and show you. When you cut this in half, you now have 20 meals. Each one of these are going to come flash frozen for you, so you thaw out, cook, and enjoy at your convenience. I have an update for you already. In the April 13th, fewer than 150 remain. In the April 27th, 2,800 remain. We are very busy. Here's the deal. We have 2 ordering options for you. Well, actually, we have a lot more than 2, but you can call us or you can jump online or you can order from your phone. Please use QVC.com or order from your app right now because we are very, very busy on the phone lines. You're taking home all 10 of these today, 9-ounce steaks, M68234 is the item number with a savings of over about $50. With our auto delivery program, the way that works is this would come home to you at the exact same price, at the exact same value, with the same easy pay, no matter the fluctuation in price for beef over the next 2 years. You are locking in this value today. So we do have Ray Rastelli. He is standing by, and we're going to talk to him in just a second. But before we do that, and before we talk with Ray, who is an expert in 45 years in this family business, we're actually going to see how to prep and cook this. Here we go.
Hi, welcome my home. It's your butcher. Today I'm going to show you how I make my favorite steak, the ribeye steak. First I take our seasoning that comes with our steak. We're going to season one side We're gonna take our olive oil and we're gonna spray that and get it good and oiled up. We're gonna then flip it over. We're gonna season the other side. And remember, we've gotten this steak to room temperature because that's really gonna give us the even cooking. We're then gonna spray this side of it. And now it's ready to be cooked. That's simple. So I'm gonna hand it off to my daughter-in-law, Brittany, who's really the cook. There you go, Britt.
Thank you. And the butcher, who also happens to be my father-in-law, has made this very, very simple for those of us that cook at home and are busy moms. So using those tips, I also have a very hot cast iron skillet ready to go. We're gonna hear that nice sear. And something fun that I learned along the way are those cross grill marks that we see in the steakhouses. Just take your steak, same side, make sure that you get the grill marks on each side. But what we're gonna do is let this rest here for just about 3 minutes, and then I will flip it and let it rest another 3 minutes. It's important that you don't wanna flip the steak too many times. Once it's finished, the end result will look just like this. I'm gonna pass that back to you.
Thank you, Britt. And look at this beautiful steak. That simple. Literally 3 or 4 minutes on each side, and we've got a beautiful, juicy, tender steak. But let me show you what I like to do. This is a 9-ounce steak. It's very thick. So because of the size of this steak, I easily take this steak, cut it in half, and we're gonna have dinner for 2. Look at how simple this is to make a beautiful steak dinner for 2 with just one of these beautiful 9-ounce ribeye steaks. So, mangia bene.
Salud. Cheers to you. I have a quick update for you as I just go ahead and cut into the very first piece here. April 13th now is completely sold out. The next to go will be the next April date. Look at that. Look at the tenderness. Look at how juicy and delicious this is. You know, as Brittany was searing that steak, I could practically smell it. It smelled so good. So this is our best value of the day. It's our today's special value where you're saving about $50. I can't stress enough the importance of auto delivery. You're getting that home every 90 days for 2 years. Now you can speed up, slow down, or cancel at any time with our auto delivery. So the best thing to do to lock in that value and that easy pay is to go ahead and sign up for it while we have it, since it's not one of those things that you can come back and add on to later. And 68234 is the item number. So let's say hello to the man of the hour. Ray Rastelli, are you on the line?
I am. Hello, Elise. How are you?
Hi, it's so good to talk with you. You know what? I'll take what I can get as far as getting to work with you.
Well, I'll tell you, you're looking just like a butcher up there, cutting that beautiful ribeye steak, you know. And that's not just any ribeye steak. Remember, this is a certified black Angus ribeye steak that we age, Elise, for 28 days. And there's a big, big difference in aging a product and not aging a product. So when you go to a supermarket, the last thing they're going to do is age it for you, right? We make sure that these black Angus steaks are aged for 28 days, the same way we do for steakhouses all over the country. And what you get is what you see right there, that beautiful moisture. And again, the reason I brought the ribeye today, Elise, it's my favorite steak. When I go out to a restaurant, steakhouse, of course, my friends that are sitting next to me always say, "Hey, butcher, what's tonight for dinner? What steak are you going to order?" It is always the ribeye steak. It has the most marbling, it has the most tenderness, but most importantly, the flavor that you get from that ribeye steak is just can't beat the flavor. It's such a great buttery, beefy flavor.
Look how there's just so much meat. I love that you mentioned that there's some marbling to it, you know, enough to get that juiciness, but not overdone. Look at that. You didn't see a lot of fat in that. You didn't see a lot of grizzle in that. You just see that beautiful, what you like to call the center plate steak. I really appreciate that because, of course, you know, when you're serving this to your family, as right now we're just loving our time together. We're kind of having that old-fashioned dinner together, whether it's virtual these days or whether we're actually getting to sit down with our family. And wouldn't it be just something that you feel so proud to give as that centerpiece steak? Because as we know, Ray, you know, we can't be blind to what's going on, it's not pleasant to go into a grocery store right now. It's a little bit frightening and scary. And at the same time, a lot of times you don't have an option like this beautiful ribeye. What I wanted to show you here too, Ray, is that I just cut it in half. This is a broccoli on the run. This is a meal right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the other half. That's 2 meals. That's you and your honey right there.
It really is. We're talking about a 9-ounce steak. And when you talk about 9 ounces of pure black Angus ribeye, it's a lot of meat. So easily these 10 steaks turn into 20 meals. And of course, on QVC.com, at least we've given you some recipes if you want to use it for breakfast, if you want to use it for lunch, or certainly for dinner, which is really my favorite, right? I call this the center of the plate because this is really the steak that I eat when I go out to a restaurant. And when you go to that restaurant, you typically see on there, or you see aged ribeye, and sometimes there's not even a price on there. It'll say market price. So we're in a time right now we're spending a lot of time at home. So why not actually have that restaurant experience right at home, right, with your family? And don't forget, Mother's Day around the corner, and of course Memorial Day is right behind that. We've got grilling season coming.
Right.
And as you mentioned about supermarkets right now, some of them really can't even eat, let alone really high quality products. So think about not only yourself, think about somebody. What a great gesture for some of your loved ones.
This is 1 steak. This is obviously 2 meals. It's an incredible opportunity today to basically get home 20 meals. When we talk about the cost of each one of these steaks, because you're getting 10 of them home at our today's special value price, you're getting them home for under $130 today. When at Rastellis.com, look, it's close to $180. So we've broken it down for you with our best easy pay plan. But in addition to that, these steaks are now costing you $12.99. I can tell you, when I was a kid, one of the things that was a treat for our family was to get to go to a steakhouse. We would get to go for a special occasion. And the reason is because that was a little out of our price range. Because when you go to one of those nice steakhouses, a steak like this from Rastelli's could be close to $50, $45, $50, maybe upwards of $50. Remember, Rastelli's is that brand that's in the steakhouses. That's actually the brand that's in the only 7-star restaurant in the entire world, which happens to be in Dubai. That is so fancy. But you are getting each one of these steaks now home for $12.99. So when I do that math and I think I'm getting a beautiful meal, because I would cut one of these in half and eat half the steak, I'm looking at $6.50 for my protein portion of my meal for something that's so incredibly delicious and tender and juicy and ribeye steak. Now here is everything you're getting. This is the full 10. They are 9 ounces each. That is a big steak. If you're not familiar with ounces, when you get it home, you may actually be surprised at how large this is and say, oh, that's why Elise was saying you can cut this in half and make 20 meals. This is coming home to you again for under $130. Auto delivery is a great option for you right now. Have that peace of mind that you are going to have a delicious protein, a delicious meal coming home to you, whether you're using this for grilling, whether you're making this on the skillet or your George Foreman grill, no matter how you're cooking this, and I'll get some tips from Ray on that in just a second as well. No matter how you're cooking this, you're giving your family something delicious, something nutritious, something that feels good. It's a comfort food. Add some veggies, and that's all you've got to do. So let me go through those ship dates with you. We have already sold out of our first ship date, which was April 13th. That one is done. We do have April 27th still available, but I know that one's going quickly as well. That one's also getting very limited. The other ship date available is May 18th. Now, we specifically pushed these ship dates just a little bit further out, as we know a lot of you are saying, hey, my freezer is stocked right now. It's full. I don't have any more room. But then when you get this home on, or when it comes to you rather on the 27th or on the 18th, you hopefully will have some room there for these beautiful steaks. All right, so I just want to go through here, Ray, if we can. How should we be cutting these steaks, and how does it come home to us?
So when these steaks get to you at home, they're going to be frozen. As you can see, each one is individually vacuum packaged, and that vacuum package is critical, at least. And the reason for that is because when we cut that steak, first, for aging it. And then we're cutting it. When we cut it and we hand trim it, we vacuum package it. What does that do? It seals into freshness, but more importantly, it backs out the bacteria. It does not allow